Hello folks, this is Never Summer. Again, another movie of the F-18 from ESC, both from hobbylobby.com. This movie is intending just to show a few changes are made on the actual jet. There's just not a lot. You can see here some things are not yet working correctly, because I used on the elevators new servos, which are digital Metal Gear Power HD 3.9 kilogram torque servos. So because one stripped pretty much or burned up, as I can say, and I went yesterday to a hobby shop and I got myself some digital servos for this one here, only for the elevators, as the other ones are working so far fairly good. Now I made yesterday a post regarding the actual power I'm using right here, a different motor. Let's see if I can open this up really quickly, show you guys. Alright, now in here is a JP6S motor that actually should be taking around 55 to 57 amps, providing 1200 watts of power. However, this is not the case. It's providing about 2300 watts of power and consuming about 120 amps before actually the ESC, which allows a burst up to 120 amps, shuts down for overcurrent protection. Now I'm just gonna power this unit up for you guys. I'm giving you guys a rundown as of how this actually looks like right now, to the point where I was quite amazed but also shocked, since I do not have the field programmer, and without the field programmer it's a bit hard for the beeps to listen to and to program the ESC accordingly. Now let's just get started and you see what I mean. There you go. Overcurrent protection hit pretty much the thing, the ESC, and we're standing right here with 94 amps, 1666 watt power. And if I'm gonna open up this part here, I'm gonna touch the motor, it's fairly warm already. It's fairly warm already. So I have no clue what's going on right now, but something right now just isn't right. I can push it again, no problem. But you can also see that it pretty much actually started blinking for some reason. And you also hear deep the two beeps from the ESC itself. And I don't know, but as far as I know, two beeps and flashes do mean low voltage cutoff. that the batteries are likely to be discharged, which I can't really think that this is really the case. Now I don't know if this Nanotech batteries, which is a 4000 milliamp 25C6S battery, is actually too much for this plane. I can't really think of it, but I had a lot of issues actually with the Nanotech batteries so far. I lost 3 planes. 2 of them are the Eurofighter Typhoon, and one was the F-18, which burned up the ESC during flight, during landing approach. So, and it had a 100 amp ESC, and it was only drawing 55 amps. Although still the ESC burned up. It was can't remember. It was a Pulso ESC, which is not as good, or it wasn't as. It didn't have enough cooling like the Castle Creations does right now. So what I'm gonna do just for the moment, I'm just gonna unplug it, turn off the transmitter, turn it back on, and switch on the battery. Alright, now it's armed, ready to go. The receiver is steady, and now let's just go ahead and power it back up again. Alright. This time I was getting to a bit higher. You can see it right here. 130 amps and 2531 watts of power. This is just insane. I don't know if it's something on the ESC itself, but it starts to worry me. Really worry me. I don't know if the motor is broken or anything like that, but something isn't working the way it should be. On the plane itself, I'll be using for the lights here, because I took away the stock ESC, which has also this black and red cable connected to the light in there. I'll just be using a normal JST connection with a small battery like this, 460 milliamp, and I'll be connecting this one to the plane, to the power connector, and it lights up actually fairly nicely. It's a 3-cell battery. Let me just see how I'm going to get this. So there you go. So I'm just plugged it in, and all the lights are working. So I'll be using this as a secondary battery just for the lights without having to do anything from the main battery as well. So, and on last part I use different servos, which you can see right there. Those are Power HD servos, almost 4 kilogram worth of torque, digital servos, and I glued those wooden parts reinforced with a bit more glue. I don't want them to come off during flight either, and I'll be using some special glue over here and on the bottom there in the holes, just to make sure that it won't come off during flight, because I had this problem on the Eurofighter canards. With over time the wood intends to come loose, and frankly nothing happened, but it's better to secure it as the glue seems to get loose from freewheeling over time. So that's pretty much about it for the F-18 right now. Now you guys start discussing about it. Hopefully Max Throttle will be able to guide me in the right direction. I don't have field card programming yet, so yeah.